Hi, this is Jason from the QuickBooks team. The QuickBooks Online app helps you to access all the features of QuickBooks Online without having to use a browser. Let's go over how to use the app, how it feels familiar to QuickBooks Desktop, use tabs to switch between tasks, and how to switch between different companies. Note that the QuickBooks Online app works for both Windows and Mac operating systems. If you access QuickBooks Online from a web browser, it looks like this. But if you download and install the QuickBooks Online app, you can use QuickBooks Online in an interface that looks like QuickBooks Desktop. The first time you run the app, you'll enter your username and password. This is the same username and password you usually use to log into your QuickBooks Online account. You'll stay logged in, so you won't need to re-enter this information very often. Select Sign In. There are two ways to use the app. If you're used to QuickBooks Desktop, select Yes, Let's Go. This makes your experience similar to what you're used to. If you're already comfortable with QuickBooks Online, select No, Go to Standard View. Once you're logged into your company, you can switch between the desktop and standard QuickBooks Online view. The tasks and workflows show you how to use QuickBooks Online to run your business. QuickBooks displays icons for your most common tasks and organizes them into related groups. The arrows represent workflows and show how tasks relate to each other. It's important to perform tasks in the proper order. For instance, you should enter an invoice for a customer before you receive their payment. If you're in Desktop view, your left navigation bar will also have options similar to what you're used to in Desktop. Whenever you select an icon, QuickBooks opens the selected task. Let's say while recording a transaction, you need to refer to a report or some information about a customer or vendor. Open a new tab, and in this tab, you can find the information you need. And then select the first tab to go back to recording your transaction. If you prefer to use different windows instead of tabs, select File, open a new window. And you can use this window separately from the other. If you open multiple windows, you might find it hard to keep track of what you have open in each window. Select this icon, and QuickBooks shows each of your open windows and tabs along with what you have open on each of them. You can also navigate with keyboard shortcuts. If you're used to the shortcuts from Desktop, they also work here. Select Help, Keyboard Shortcuts for a full list. If you're more comfortable with menus, you'll find many of the same menu options from Desktop. If you use QuickBooks for multiple businesses, use this menu to switch between them. Note that when you switch between companies, it only affects the current tab or window. So you can have multiple companies opened at the same time, but in different tabs or windows. For more info on how to get started in QuickBooks Online, check out the video at the end of this one. Now you're ready to use the QuickBooks Online app.